Hello, my name is Hector Hernandez, and this will be my POL for history. So let's start off with my personal pivotal events. I think one of the biggest pivotal events I've had was my grandfather passing away. This made me realize like a lot of things. He was a great leader for me, and I feel like with him passing away, like it left me with like thinking a lot about him. And since he was an engineer, like I thought like I had to like keep the engineering path going. So because this engineering path was going, I decided because I felt like I needed to like take the engineering path because of him. I decided that I'm gonna take that path and I'm gonna pursue it all the way. Without him being an engineer or like him passing away, I think I could have been like a lawyer, like something else. But I think with the significance of him, I have like an idea, or like have the, like I feel like I have the need that I had to be an engineer just like he was.
Cool.
A very pivotal historical event that happened in the United States was 9/11. This made many changes in the United States, such as all the security that went into like everything such as transportation from the United States into other countries or other countries into us, and TSA. Now this also made big changes to racism. A lot of people think Muslims are all terrorists, which they're not, and I think this is very bad in a way. But it shows how pivotal this event was to like the United States and how big a change could, like one change could make to like a whole society, a whole race. A piece of evidence for this, for the perfect storm of slavery, would be Bacon's Rebellion. Bacon's Rebellion was very key because people saw how like the white indentured servants got together to make a rebellion because they were unhappy, and this made the black slaves a lot more appealing for them because, as you can see, they didn't know the same language, and they can't really like make an organization to like fight against if they're not like happy with what they have. And I think this showed, this was like, this mainly scared the slave owners and the indentured servant owners because they don't want to get killed like in Bacon's Rebellion. All the indentured servants, they formed and they killed like all these people, and it scared them to death, like literally scared them because of the death. And I think this is a very big piece because the black slaves did not speak the same language as one another, and they didn't want to get killed. Another thing that has been taught from the Revolution is the Boston Massacre. This is often taught very incorrectly because people think that the Boston soldiers just came in to shoot down colonists, but that's not what happened. In reality, what happened was the colonists had a lot of mob violence, and the soldiers tried to calm them down. There were being threats from the mob, and they were throwing stuff at the soldiers, and the soldiers resisted. There was a shot fired, and no one knew who it was, so then the soldiers turned around and shot 6 people because they were scared. And there was only 6 people, but people called it a massacre just to exaggerate and be more on the American side, even though. Lastly, what led to the dissolution of the U.S. was Abraham Lincoln's election. This was very crucial because the people, well, first of all, the southern states felt that they had no say because 10 of the states left Abraham Lincoln's name off the ballot, and Abraham Lincoln still won. So the southern states felt like they didn't really have a say in their government. In the north, since they wanted Abraham Lincoln, they all chose Abraham Lincoln. That's the reason he was the president. And this very separated the people because the South was very unhappy with their government, so that's why a lot of them started seceding. And once he got elected, all the southern states were seceding, and it shows a very big mark in why like southern states and they were just drifting apart until like they literally left the country.